My first introduction to menstruation was the practice of exclusion. I grew up in Nepal, where period stigma is rampant, and girls are told that periods make them impure. In 4th grade, my friend Arya got her period and was told to stay in her room for a week. She wasn't allowed to touch anyone, she wasn't allowed to share utensils, but most importantly, she wasn't allowed to go to school. When I moved to Canada, I thought I left that stigma behind. But when I became a teacher, I saw that same story play out in a different way. Across Canadian schools, students are missing class, coming late to class, or being distracted in class because they come to school and have their period unexpectedly, and without having any period products available, they struggle to focus. In such cases, they resort to using wads of toilet paper or going home entirely. 90% of students have been in this situation, and 10% of students face this on a monthly basis for not being able to afford period products. This is what My Beauty with a Purpose project aims to solve. Because imagine trying to learn in a classroom where you can't think about the material, because all you're thinking about is the itching and chafing of the toilet paper that you're using. Imagine trying to focus in a classroom when all you can think about is the fact that you might be bleeding through your pants. My project is starting a company, which I did 2 years ago, and since then I've raised $69,000 for this cause. My company places advertisements on the packaging of menstrual products, so the advertisers pay for the production costs, so then we can then provide it for free in classrooms. This project is meaningful to me because I know firsthand what it means to have an education and how it can change your life. My grandmother never went to school. She never learned to read or write simply because she was born a girl in rural Nepal. She never learned about the great discoveries about the world, but more importantly, she never got to make those great discoveries because she got denied an education. And yet I stand here today on this stage, not only having gone to school, but having become a teacher, having graduated from the University of Cambridge for my Master's of Education on a full ride, and starting my PhD at Oxford this fall through the Rhodes Scholarship, the world's most competitive academic scholarship with a 0.7% acceptance rate and $250,000 of funding. But I got this opportunity because I was lucky. I had the resources to focus in school, and many kids don't. What about the students who are in school right now who could be the next Michelle Obama, who could be the next Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but instead of focusing on their lesson, all they can think about is their period? My project aims to solve that, and I'm dedicated to social impact. I've received the Sovereign's Medal for Volunteers, which is the highest recognition for volunteer work within Canada, and as your next Miss World Canada, I aim to bring this project not just nationally, but internationally, so that all students have a chance to learn, to thrive, and to change the world. Thank you.